Rue's life. So today I'm going to start harvesting my second lot of onions. So the first lot, which I sowed back in September, and I did put a video if you want to look back and see that. I didn't make a video when I pulled them up, but I did show them to you, and I will show those to you again. So they were reasonable, but they'd started to bolt, which is why I got them in a few weeks ago. They were sown or planted from sets. I had some left over, and rather than waste them, I actually popped them in the spring. And they are the ones that I'm going to harvest today. So I had two lots in, the same varieties, which I can't remember off the top of my head now, but I will let you know before the end of this video. So there's a white variety and a red variety. And essentially, as I say, I sowed one batch of sets in September, and then a second lot from the same sets I put in the spring. So let's get those in, and then we'll have a look and see how they're getting on and how they compare to the ones that were overwintered as opposed to the ones that went in the spring. So here you can see the ones that I'd already harvested, and they were the ones that I harvested a few weeks ago, and these are the overwintered ones. Now there are less here now than there were because actually we've been eating them. So obviously my plan was to do the same as I did last year, which was to get them harvested, get them dried, and then I actually platted them up and stored them, and then we used them over the winter months. Because a lot of these had bolted, we are using them up earlier, but there are a few that I'll be able to save. So just so you can see, I'll just put my hand there, you can just see the size of those. So they were a reasonable harvest, but a little bit disappointing from what I was hoping. I did also have some garlic here, which I think was Casablanca. Not the best garlic in the world, but not too bad, not too bad. And here is today's harvest, and I'm absolutely thrilled with these. So there were just a few that had tried to bolt, but the majority of them haven't, and they are going to store well. And again, I'll just for scale, look at the size of that. So there's some absolute whoppers there, even with the red ones. As I say, a couple had tried to bolt, there's a couple of tiddlers, but I'm really, really pleased with my harvest. Look at those, beautiful. So I'm absolutely thrilled with that harvest. It's much better than I was anticipating, and a lot that I'm going to be able to store through the coming months until the next batch. So the varieties were Radar and Electric. So the red onions are Electric and the white ones were Radar, and they're both varieties I haven't grown before, but I'm quite pleased with them. I will probably go back to the varieties that I did last year next time, simply because they were more successful. Now it could be down to weather conditions, it has been particularly odd, but I'm just going to go back and try those again, because they definitely were a better harvest. They didn't bolt, and I was able to store them over the winter. They were Red Baron, and I actually can't remember the white variety, but I've got it written down, so I'm going to go back to those varieties next time. But all in all, I'm really, really pleased with my onions. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all well. I'll be really interested to hear how you're getting on with your harvesting. What are you getting in? Have you got some onions that you're harvesting? Have you already harvested your onions? How did you get on with them this year? And what else have you got growing? What else are you harvesting? So thanks for watching. Take care, and I will see you all again soon.